Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
From your New York Mets.
Just about set to go now. And on the mound now, David Peterson. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now. Here's a big power threat. Shohei Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
That one not close. And we're underway. The lefty, the 1-0. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. Did not go. Just missed. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And here it comes. And a foul ball. Set down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Swings through that one above the zone.
0-1's the count.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. That one fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Freddie Freeman in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Fouled off left side. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo settles underneath it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first, 0-0. Back here at Citi Field. And towing the slab here, Tony Gonsolin.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses. Gonsolin, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball a splitter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one misses. Ball 3. And there's the automatic.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch you want.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Here's Juan Soto. Gonsolin throws over. Lindor back in there. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at and a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Nope, outside.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Pete Alonso now, always a power threat. The polar bear hit his 200th career home run last season.
Yeah, and that home run came right here at Citi Field. He's the 4th fastest player in baseball history to reach 200 homers.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Man at first, 1 away. Fastball for a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And there's a ball. Lindor, the base runner at first with 1 out. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gonsolin fires. Got him swinging.
Well, you always want those pitches back as a hitter. It caught a lot of the zone and definitely not the intended location. But those splitters can dance around and miss a barrel even when they're not perfectly executed.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Move to first. Lindor back in there. just missed.
Ball one, no strikes.
Next
Nope,
offering is
that's the ball.
downstairs.
2 balls, no strikes.
That
Ball
one
three.
missed. That one's in there. And now 3 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip
Batting
the zone.
fifth,
That's a
third
stone-cold take.
baseman, Mark Vientos.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time. That's the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Scoreless after 1. Second inning
Leading
set to
off for
go.
Los
And at the
Angeles,
plate for the
left fielder,
Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Peterson back to work. Peterson measures 6 feet 6 inches, 240 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2017. That misses, and that is ball 1. Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
We got full count.
Line drive and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Will Smith to the plate. And that's fouled off.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Foul ball still 0-2.
One ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Batting sixth, third baseman.
Here comes Max Muncy. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. Snap throw to first. And he's back in there. Inside, almost got him.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back here in Queens,
Leading
and
off
now
for the
Brett
Mets,
Beatty.
designated hitter, Brett Beatty.
To the right side. He takes it on his own. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Snags it for the second out.
Batting eighth, second baseman, Jeff
And now here's Jeff McNeil. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Fastball for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out to short. Betts whips it to first. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Mets. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back.
Leading
and
off
now the
for
right
Los
fielder,
Angeles,
Andy
right
Pages.
fielder, Andy Pages.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
That one ripped. Nimmo makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting eighth, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Miguel Rojas in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Nimmo pulls that one down, and that is that. Dodgers go down quietly. Still no score. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
off
And
for the
now
Mets,
Tyrone
center
Taylor.
fielder, Tyrone
One of the notes
Taylor.
on Tony Gonsolin that's fun. He likes cats. I think on his glove it says the Cat Man. And that one fouled off. Picks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That was a well-executed slider away for the strikeout right there. First two pitches filled up the zone and got him ahead 0-2 in the count. And at that point, you can start expanding the zone as a pitcher. He made him chase and got the quick strikeout.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Still tied at 0, last of the third. This one in the air. Rojas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan
And now it's
Soto.
Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That clips the corner. Foul ball. Next
Ball
offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball
Yep,
is
that ball went
outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Now it's 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the
Leading off
ballpark.
for the
John
Dodgers,
Sciambi
the
with Chris
designated
Singleton
hitter,
and set to
Shohei
lead off the
Ohtani.
4th, Shohei Ohtani. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And that just misses. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. And he held back, according to Dave Lawrence. Payoff pitch. On the ground to short. Oh, he gloves it. Gathers and throws, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
This is great work by the
Now
shortstop. He
batting,
makes the throw
shortstop,
across the
Mickey
diamond after the
Betts.
dive, and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Betts. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And that one fouled off.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back there. Going, gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add a pair. It's 2-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw to first, nicely done for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
And now Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Outside low. The count now 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Ball four, tried another curve, but couldn't locate it.
Well, breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and they lead by 3.
Waste no time there. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball, gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
One out, runner at second. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Max Muncy. Fouled off, he was late. And the next pitch is way outside. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Buto preparing to come on if needed. Brazoban also throwing. Ball to strike. Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. They get the out on Muncy.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
The sliding play it short. Over to first. In time. Got him. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
First baseman,
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Inside just missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And that's ball 3. The inside edge. And that's ball 3. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Godsland turns, fires. And it gets by him.
Now batting.
Rough start to the inning for the defense on the mound. He's thinking he's got the first out on a simple ground out, but that error changes everything. Now it has the makings of an inning where the offense can apply some pressure and try to make something happen.
Man at first, Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Walked his first time. That's in there. 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Hernandez under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Pajes makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Grounded out his first time.
Brett Beatty.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Gonna count 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
The Mets hitless so far in the game. Caught and missed. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Mets strand 1. Still down 3-0. Back here at Citi Field. And here comes Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed. That catches the outside corner, and the count even at 1. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. David Peterson won't go any further. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment.
Now pitching for
Taking
the
over
Mets.
on the mound for the Mets,
Number
Jose
70.
Butto.
Just trying to keep this
Jose
one close here, and this is where a
Butto.
bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Man at first, nobody out. And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. In there safely. Edman into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And that's too high.
Really good 2-strike pitch right there. Surprised he was able to spit on that thing.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 2. And there's a foul ball. And that one upstairs. Edman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside. Now this one gets away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
And ball
That's
4,
ball 4.
2
Take your
aboard.
base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Up next for the Dodgers,
Here's
shortstop,
Mookie to hit.
Mookie
He's already
Betts.
homered in this game. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That one fouled off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Cindy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Freeman stands in now and watches strike 1. Out to short, Lindor. Third out, and that ends the frame. 2 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here in Queens,
Leading
we head
off
to the
for the
bottom of the
Mets,
fifth. And now the catcher comes up to
Francisco
him. Francisco
Alvarez.
Alvarez. Gonsolin back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next
That's a
offering
ball.
is in the dirt. And that's
Ball.
down and away. Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Up next for the Mets,
Jeff McNeil stands
second
in.
baseman,
0 for 1. He
Jeff
grounded out in his first
McNeil.
at bat. Tap foul at the plate.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Hernandez sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
2 down, base is
Tyrone
empty.
Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor now at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. And he gets him. Nicely done.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back.
Leading
And
off
here
for the
is
Dodgers,
Teoscar
left fielder,
Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Ball 1,
Inside,
no
ball 1.
strikes. And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And a foul ball.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head, he's very capable of finding green space and driving in that run.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to McNeil. Over to Alonso. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from
For the
routine.
Dodgers,
That's the
third
one thing about
baseman,
big leaguers. They make
Max
tough
Muncy.
plays look simple.
Max Muncy at the dish. 0 for 2 in this one. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2.
Ball 1.
Ripped on a line. Hauls it in to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Frankie Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and he just misses. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Out there to center. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. The Mets yet to pick up a hit here. And as well, lots of pop in that bat. So you combine the slug with really good defense. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Alonso, the next to hit, takes outside. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that misses. And a count 2-1. Foul ball there.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
And now it's filled up. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. They trail in this one 3-0.
Now pitching.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Huascar Brazoban.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Andy Pages digs in now.
Right fielder Andy Pages.
Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Stays alive. Liner stayed at first.
Cat-like reflexes over there for Pete Alonso.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Number 54, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Cabrera warming up as well. Just misses with that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Just off the inside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. And they'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. McNeil. The throw to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead it 3-0.
The Mets,
He's 0 for 1.
left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
There's the strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swinging a foul straight back. Out to center. Edman in position. And there's one down.
Now batting, third baseman, Mark
So up next,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. A left-hander appears to be getting ready. The Dodgers leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
Ball 2.
downstairs and outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Downstairs, and that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
That's a nice at-bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
One down. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Look out!
Timeout.
And it
That ball
hit
got
him.
First base.
Fell in the box. He's seen that movie before.
Now
It wasn't a good movie either. He knew how it was going to end right from the beginning.
Alvarez.
First and second, one out. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. That one misses. Ball 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Ready to go? Here's Shohei Ohtani. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ball 2.
And a good eye there.
That's a good pitch there.
2-2 the count.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any
Shortstop,
vibration in your
looking
hands
best.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Mookie now. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Two and 0.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great...
Shohei on the go.
That's ball 3.
Pitch is low. Throw to second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
And a 4-pitch walk.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Batting third. First
One
baseman,
gone, runner at
Freddie
first.
Freeman.
And here's Freddie Freeman. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Peterson, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a 4-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. And that misses. And a count even 1-1. Betts stands at first with 1 out. Mookie on the move. Swing and a miss. Wide throw, and it gets away. Lead runner around second. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
I think a good throw to second base has a chance to catch him right there. So that's a throw he's going to want back behind the dish. And You roll the dice when you send the runner, but oftentimes you're trying to force some action, and it worked out great for him right there.
One away with a runner at third. Liner, base hit, and they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Picks
Batting
himself
fourth,
up an
left
RBI.
fielder,
Nice line drive to the
Oscar
pull side right
Hernandez.
there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Man at first with one gone. Here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a ball popped up. Vientos makes the grab, 2 down.
Batting fifth,
Time now for
catcher,
Dave
Will
Roberts'
Smith.
lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the challenge for this lineup today, Singy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. They're struggling with it. I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Will Smith, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Next
That's
offering
ball
misses down and away. Just
3 balls, 2
outside,
strikes.
and the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground to third, and it stays fair. Freeman headed for third, and now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Max
Here comes
Muncy.
Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
that's right. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another 1 or maybe 2.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swings through that one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab, Tony Gonsolin.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Francisco
Outside, that's a
Lindor,
ball.
the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. So 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, right fielder,
Juan Soto down.
Soto.
And a foul ball. The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees. And he hits a ground ball right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2
That is
strikes.
third.
He kind of rolled
First
over on this
baseman,
pitch a little
Pete
bit, but he got enough
Alonso.
behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
First and second, no outs. Here's Pete Alonso. Liner, and this could be trouble. Heading for the plate. He scores to tie it up. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score and the Mets take the lead.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one catches the zone. Strike 1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Edman makes the play. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Let's take a peek at the Mets
Barrientos.
lineup here. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Mark Vientos, the next to hit. A little bit high, maybe. Ball 1.
I think he wanted
no
that call
strike.
on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
And that's
2
down
balls,
and away.
no strike.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Fouled off down the right side. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting sixth, designated
Brett Beatty
hitter.
up now for the
Brett
Mets.
Beatty.
And that's in for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Alonso touches the plate to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Now here is Francisco Alvarez. In for a strike. 0-1. Baden off of first with 2 away.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
1-1.
And he
Ball
dodges
2.
that fastball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one in the air center field. Edman sizing this one up. And that ends the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 3 and the Dodgers 1. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for
Digging
Los
in,
Angeles,
Andy
right fielder
Pages.
Andy Pages.
Peterson back to work. Close but called a ball. And that is ball 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that
I got 1 ball,
pitch
1
and
strike.
not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Check swing, and he went. That is strike 2.
2 strikes.
And that's
Nope,
outside.
Outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Tommy Edman at the plate now. That's ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. One down, bases empty. Good job to fight that one off.
That's ball 2.
That one missing inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped right center field. That's back. And in 1 hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out. Runner at second. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Ball misses. Throw to third. Save. Next
Ball, that's
offering
ball.
is down low. One away with a runner at third here at the top of the second. This one in the air. McNeil puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter
Now
right
batting, the
there. I mean, that
designated
pitch
hitter,
was right
Shohei
down the
Ohtani.
middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Ball.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Pitch misses there.
Two
That's
strikes.
ball 2.
Strike him out.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Punch him out.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Love how he became a really tough
Now
out with
batting,
2 strikes right there.
shortstop,
110 miles per
Mookie
hour,
Betts.
and man, that exit velocity, not every hitter's capable of getting that kind of jump off the bat, no matter how hard they swing. And now, let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Step off, throw to first.
He's safe.
Ohtani back in.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Now it's Mookie Betts. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
I got a ball.
And a
1
pitch
strike.
out, but nothing going on.
Two, 1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Goes to second.
No,
Save!
he's safe.
And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Just
Ball
missed.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
To third, and it stays fair. Here's Ohtani flying around third. He'll score and they tie it. And it's an RBI single. It's 3-all.
2 consecutive base
Now
hits for
batting,
these guys
number
here.
6,
Just found a way to
Freddie
slap that ball
Freeman.
down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
2 outs, runner at first. Freddie Freeman will hit next. That one
1-0.
misses. 1-0. At the belt and fires. He swings and fouls one off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off
1
speed
ball,
there.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto under it. And that is that. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Now to the bottom of the second. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here at Citi Field, Jeff McNeil stands in.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And that's way high, and it's 1-0. And a strike in there. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Gonsolin fires. On the ground, right side, and he takes it himself for the out.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Little chopper rolls foul. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Swing and a miss.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that skips into dirt. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Singled and scored his first time.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Pickoff throw. Taylor dives back in safely. In the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it, corrals it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Top half of the third inning. Now the left fielder, Teoscar
Hernandez.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and yes, he offered at it. The 1-2. Nice grab.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now it's Max Muncy. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the inside corner for a strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is in for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started.
Now
3-pitch strikeout.
right
You've got to be better at the
Mlb
plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So 2 down now, and here is Andy Pajes. He's 0 for 1. Left field. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back here in Queens, bottom of the inning. Now, Juan Soto.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well.
That's inside. Ball 1. That one in there across the letters.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Outside, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Close one, doesn't get the call. And the count's full.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Godsland turns, fires. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one went back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. That's worth the price of admission. And we're all square. It's 4-4. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, They're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Well, Boog, it didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Tied up here in the early going. Now one missed.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And that's outside. And that's ball 3. Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Now
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, no outs. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. And there's a base hit to right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
All over that one right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So bases all loaded up. Brett Beatty now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. And that is out of play. Tied at 4. Fought off foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
The catcher,
Francisco Alvarez. Up now for the Mets. Fly to center his first time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The 0-1. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And 1-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Grounded out his first time.
In the grand scheme of things, this at bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at bat.
First pitch misses. And that's a little bit high.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering upstairs.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Here's a 3-0. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Tony Gonsolin done for the night, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
So
Los
they turn to
Angeles.
Lou Trevino.
Number
Well, no
58.
margin for error in terms of
Lou
throwing
Trevino.
strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Two outs,
Now batting,
bases
the
full.
center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor
Tyrone
digs in now.
Taylor.
Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. That pitch gets the corner. Strike 1.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the last half of the 3rd.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 5 and the Dodgers 4. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
And takes low for ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Base knock right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Wasting no time. He's
Now batting,
2 for 2
second
now on the
baseman,
night,
Miguel
and
Rojas.
just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Miguel Rojas at the plate. He popped out his first time. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1. Outside with a breaking ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose Buto getting loose out there. Brazoban, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Shohei
Ohtani up to the dish. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Ball 1 there.
no strike.
Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Step off throw to first. Edman back in on a dive. Edman leads off first with 1 away. That misses. 2-1.
And now a little barking back towards the umpire. Clearly thought he got that outside corner on what was a pretty big pitch. Sometimes that only makes it worse for you moving forward, but it can also open up that location in the future if the umpire thinks there's a chance that he missed it.
And that one hammered back there. Over the bullpen and gone. See you later. He made him pay for that one. It's 6-5.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. David Peterson is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the New
Max
York
Kranick
Mets.
gets the call from the
Number
pen.
32.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Here's Mookie Betts. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. The shortstop takes the ball. Still only one out here in the inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. One down, base is empty. And now the count is even.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Swings and misses. Mookie Betts down on strikes.
Now batting first baseman.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
On the ground, out to short. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Now batting left fielder Teoscar Hernandez.
So a man at first. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one close, ruled a ball. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez makes the catch, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 6-5. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom 4, now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
There's a strike. Up and in, and it's 1-1. that
Ball
one is
back there.
inside. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
And next for the Mets, Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Runners on the corners, no outs. Just missed. That's ripped into the outfield. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 6-6.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Left fielder,
Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit, 1 for 2.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one
that's off the
outside.
plate.
It's 2-2.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Next offering is outside. Soto at first, 1 gone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Mets,
2 on, 1
third
out.
baseman,
Down to third baseman, Mark
Vientos.
Vientos. Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch misses, and the count's even at 2. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowering away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
So now here's the Mets DH, Brett Beatty.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Ball 1, no strikes. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. It's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
We go to the top of the 5th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Kranick back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Taylor moving back. Way back, out of here. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 7-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Muncy in the box again, takes a strike.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And that drops in for a strike. 0-2. In the air, right field, Soto. And there's one away.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pages.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A solo shot, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-6. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. That's great confidence in the power right there. Most hitters would try to hook that ball to the pull side and hit it out of the park. He stayed back, let it travel, and hit it hard the other way.
Base is empty, 1 away. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Right through there for a strike. That one
Nope,
inside.
that's inside.
And the count is 1-1. Swing and a ground ball. Toss to Alonso. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there.
Miguel Rojas.
2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 8-6. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And the first offering is not close. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Landon Knack, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Number 78 getting loose as well. That misses the zone, and the count now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that ball off the bat, ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
And now, Jeff McNeil. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. The Mets down by a pair, last half of inning number 5. This one in the air, right field. Pajes hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor will hit next. A strikeout and a walk. And first offering is fouled off.
One and one.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
The 1-1. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Hernandez snags it on the run. Top 6.
Leading off
Now
for
it's
Los
the
Angeles,
DH,
the designated
Shohei
hitter,
Ohtani.
Shohei Ohtani.
Fastball for a strike at 95. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
On the ground, McNeil handles, throws to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Up next,
Well, I'm
for the
impressed with this
Dodgers,
guy's internal
shortstop,
clock. He knew he had
Mookie
plenty of
Betts.
time to take that extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Turns and fires to Betts.
Ball.
Betts chasing that time.
Clearly, he was sitting on a
ball,
fastball right there.
2
It just
strikes.
ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to
Ball.
battle with 2 strikes.
That's off the mark, and the count is 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Soto makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. And ball 1. Popped up. Alvarez makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Mets 6. New pitcher on here, number 86.
And this is an important part of
Now
this
pitching
game.
for
Tight
Los
score
Angeles,
and still a lot of outs to
number
get. So
86.
they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Back to the top of the
Leading
Mets
off
order,
for the
Francisco
Mets,
Lindor
shortstop,
getting ready to hit.
Francisco
This guy is one of the best
Lindor.
athletes in the sport. Right down to shoot, strike 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Garcia also getting ready.
Nope, that's a ball.
Off the
That's a
mark
ball.
there. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one fouled off. Ah, that hit him.
That got him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Here's a big
Now
power
batting,
threat.
the
Juan
right
Soto,
fielder,
3 for 3, 2 singles and a
Soto.
homer.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Lindor back in there. And ball one to the right fielder.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside corner, there's a strike. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And here is Pete Alonso. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that drops in for a strike. And fouled off. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one almost got him. Snap throw to first. Lindor back in there. In there. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Now batting left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
First pitch just misses. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
No, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Lindor, the runner at first with 2 gone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Counts full, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, 2 outs. Mark Vientos now at the plate, 1 for 3.
Ball 1, no strike.
This one in the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. First and second, 2 down. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one way outside, and it's 3-0. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And there's a ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Next pitch is outside.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
That's hard hit on the line. And that's the third out. Mets leave them loaded. Can't cut into an 8-6 deficit.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
New
back.
York
We're in the
Mets.
seventh. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
43.
Oscar Brazoban.
Oscar Brazoban.
Here's Teoscar
Leading off for
Hernandez.
Los Angeles,
He's already homered
left
in this
fielder,
game.
Teoscar Hernandez.
That's
No,
a
that's
little bit
low.
low. Brazoban in his third season, 35 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Filthy
I
changeup
got a
right
ball,
there.
one
Just
strike.
pulled the string.
That's
No, that's off
outside.
the plate.
2-1.
Ball
Let's go, Mets. All right, Mets.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
The
I got 3
changeup
and 2.
missing, and that's ball 3. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Now
pitch,
batting
and I tell you
catcher,
what,
Will
he
Smith.
earned that walk.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. It was a homer for him back in the 5th. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
High fly ball down the left field line. Nimmo running hard to get it. And that is a foul ball. Just
Ball one.
missed. Action in the Mets bullpen. Jose Buto up and loosening in the pen. Nobody out. Runner at first. Started
Whoa,
to
that pitch
swing,
is out.
held up. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the catch for the out. One away.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice
batting
ride
third
up in the
baseman,
zone right
Max
there. Hitter
Muncy.
looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And there's a foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Man at first, one away. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Hernandez off of first with two away. That clips the corner. And misses inside. And that one a little below the knees. 3-1 now. Tommy Edman waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in safely. Check swing, called strike. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And ball four, two aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Tommy Edman.
First and second, two outs. Tommy Edman at the plate. Off the plate inside, and that's ball one.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next pitch is outside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
First and second, two down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses, and it's 3-0. Fouled off. He was late. Three-1 is on the way. And a swing and a miss there. Fights it off. He'll see another. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Caught him looking for the K.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
We're
Los
back in a new
Angeles.
pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
57.
seventh. Luis Garcia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading
Now
off
the
for
catcher
Mets,
up to hit,
catcher,
Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Right side. To first, one up, one down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on,
Now
but it's
batting,
still important to
second
execute it to
baseman,
perfection.
Jeff
This game is a
McNeil.
lot harder than it looks, partner.
So up next for New York, Jeff McNeil. There's a strike. The Mets trailing by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering is in for a strike.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
0-2 now, and that's
Ball.
down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 outs.
First strikeout for him in this one,
Now
and that
batting,
splitter
the
is
center
maybe the
fielder,
go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and
Taylor.
miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And it's fouled away. That's
Ball
off the inside corner. 1-1. And he swings over the top there.
He has a
1 ball,
tendency to
2
chase out of the
strikes.
zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
What do you
Taylor
got?
tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing, he held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
New York
back,
Mets.
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
8th.
70.
Jose Butto.
Jose Butto.
Stepping in,
Leading
Miguel
off for the
Rojas.
Dodgers, second
0 for
baseman,
3 in this
Miguel
one.
Rojas.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside low, and a count 1-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one away. So now here's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion. And those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
Fastball for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Genesis Cabrera, the left-hander, up and throwing. One down, base is empty. Outside.
That's a ball.
And a count even 1-1. And downstairs. Just missed. Right side, hard hit. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for LA, Mookie Betts. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The shortstop takes the ball. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug. Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Dodgers down in order. They lead at 8-6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th.
Now
Alex
pitching for Los
Vesia.
Angeles.
Well, the best relievers
Number
love the
51.
opportunity to come in and protect
Alex
a tight lead
Vesia.
late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
That one ripped, but foul.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Foul ball, still 0-2. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one. Now it's going to be Juan Soto.
Right fielder,
And things could change quickly
Soto.
here with one swing.
Misses inside. 1-0.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
1-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one just missing inside. Now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Upstairs.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Pete Alonso in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. The tying run at the plate. And the tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Making a move at second base. Pinch running here. Luis Angel Acuna.
Number 2.
Big at bat now as the polar bear. Pete Alonso steps in. And that misses. Ball 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Chopper right side. Freeman toss to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Acuna on third with 2 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 8 and the Mets 6.
Now pitching for
We're
the New
back.
York
It's
Mets.
the top of the 9th, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
54.
mound. Number 54.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here
Leading
is
off
Freddie
for the
Freeman,
Dodgers,
known
first
for his
baseman,
late
Freddie
inning
Freeman.
heroics. That smash towards center. And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Man at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. This one in the air. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Will Smith digs in now. That one off the mark, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. McNeil over to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Here's Max Muncy. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Wild pitch. Catcher gets a piece. No advance, though. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And it remains 2-2. And now it's 3-2, and this is a good example of the type of at-bat that Muncy can deliver. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Mets 6. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
At the plate,
Leading
Mark
off for the
Vientos.
Mets, third baseman, Mark Vientos.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The 1-1 is fouled off. High fly ball out to center field. Edman in position. Brings it in. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
Nope, outside.
That one finds the corner. 2-2 now.
We got full count.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. They got it for out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco
So they're down to their final out.
Alvarez.
Now at the plate, Francisco Alvarez. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout. Ball
That's a
1,
ball.
no strikes. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Scott is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long